Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about going to a Moi dix Mois show. So I'm actually a huge Malice Mizer fan, and I'm also a big Moi dix Mois fan. So of course I had to go see them live. Now I've seen Moi dix Mois a few times before. I used to go to Tokyo annually and go check out their shows and go to a bunch of different concerts, go shopping. But lately I haven't been traveling as much. So when I had an opportunity to see them in Osaka, of course I went. Of course I had to go. If you're going to go see them in Japan or if you're going to see them overseas, this is a great video to watch to get an idea of how to get tickets, what you should wear, and what the kind of temperature, what the vibe is at these shows. So welcome. Let's check it out. First, I used E+. This is a Japanese ticket website to get tickets for the shows. I have a Japanese address and phone number, so this is easy for me. If you don't have this, you can hire like a proxy or a shipping service who's located in Japan to do this for you. So I knew I wanted to go to this show like last year in 2025, and I also knew I was going to the final act, so I was uncertain if I was gonna get tickets. You can enter like a lottery to see if you have the option to go buy the tickets, so that's what I did. I applied to 2 different lotteries, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. Like, it tells you before the lottery, like, if you're gonna get it or not. So I applied to 2. I applied to one for the 15th and one for the 16th. Now, the 16th was obviously the one that Kofi was gonna be at, and I wanted to see him too. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, so I applied to both, and I ended up winning both. So after I won both, I decided I was gonna go to the finale because I really wanted to see Kofi from Malice Mizer, and he's in a lot of different other things now too. I see him for his different acts, bands, performances. But I remember catching Moi dix Mois with like kind of a mini Malice Mizer reunion like a long time ago. And it had Yuki, it had Kofi, it had Mana, and I loved it. So yeah, I thought it was going to be better if I go to the finale, so I chose to buy tickets to go to the finale. I went to the convenience store to purchase my ticket January 10th at 2. I had it purchased by 2:01, and I got a triple-digit entry. So when you buy these tickets in Japan, sometimes they have a seiken. Seiken is a numbered ticket, so it says when you can enter the venue. So that meant that 100 people would be entering before me, and it was a sold-out show, and I was like, I'm gonna be horrible. But that's kind of how it is in Japan for medium to larger shows. And even if you get a ticket that's like the first 10, like a double-digit entry, like maybe just the first 10 or the first 20, the first 50 for bigger venues, they will check your ID sometimes to make sure you didn't like scalp a ticket or steal a ticket or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of a process. I wasn't really excited about that, but what can we do? When I go to smaller concerts with smaller bands, I typically just buy day of tickets, and sometimes they'll give me like a number ticket, but it's like usually number 40 or 50 because these are very, very small venues. So it kind of depends how big the band you're gonna see is and how big the venue is. The venue I went to was not super big, but it was big, I guess, by Japanese standards, but it was gonna be sold out. So I had to decide what size shoes I was going to wear. So now we're moving into my get ready with me while I try to figure out what I'm gonna wear to a sold out Moi dix Mois show. Sorry it's dark, this is not a big light household. I need platforms so I can see. I'm more petite. If you're already tall and you have the height, please wear flat shoes, stand to the side, stand to the back, because you're going to block a lot of people from seeing the stage, and that's not cool. So I ended up going with the Yosuke boots. Whatever you choose, just make sure you choose comfortable shoes. That's very important. Now moving on to the outfits. I know you're probably thinking, oh, she must be wearing her moment moitié because I got my nice, beautiful Silent Moon in the Bordeaux colorway. and you'd be wrong. So I'm not going to wear it just because it's a sold out venue. It's going to be hot too, and I can't stop other people from damaging my dress if they're wearing something with spikes or Velcro. I don't want to worry about it. So I decided to just wear it for another occasion. I know a lot of people like to wear EGL and Moi to Moi dix Mois shows. I get it. I definitely get it. But you have to do that at your own risk. Instead, I shifted gears and tried to think about what I want to wear for a hot night. Most of the fans are women, so you can actually do a lot more fashionable outfits. I thought about wearing this because it was giving Illuminati, right? You see it too. But I'm not that big of a Gakuto fan. I mean, I like them, but it looked good. And yes, those shorts are open on the side, so I would have a really good breeze. My next option, which was more coverage, would be my Mars outfit. So it's like a Mars Jedi K set. I thought about that too. Like, I've worn it before. I think my only complaint is that the waistband is kind of loose. I don't always like the way it looks. It starts to slip. But it was a good option. I kind of considered it. My next option was to go more to current active members. So I was thinking, what about Seth? Like, I could really lean into the EGL. And I thought that this angelic pretty top would be perfect. And yeah, that actually is angelic pretty. Isn't that cute? It's sheer, and I like the bell sleeves at the bottom. So I think it's pretty. I like the flare to it. That was an option. Now I also absolutely love my Triple Fortune floral sheer blouse. It's so pretty and it's perfect for summer. So I strongly considered that. But it also kind of stresses me out if it gets damaged. And that could happen because it's a rock concert. So I was uncertain if I wanted to wear that. Now next up was another outfit that was seems like a given, right? So it's one of their older shirts I got at a previous show. So it's one of the Deep Sanctuary shirts. And I strongly considered it because it would be comfortable, it would be good for hot weather, and I have coverage too when I take the train, so I strongly considered it. Now, my biggest issue with the shirt is not only does it have the Deep Sanctuary on the chest, it's the placement on the back. It's the placement right there. Why is it gotta be on the butt? Because I know that is not an accident. That was put there on purpose. Next, I had to think about bottoms. Modesty. So I thought about this as a bottom because it kind of reminds me of Seth. Because he wears his little short shorts. And then I also had this pair of skirts. Like, they're good neutral kind of basics that I could mix and match with some of the outfits. So I considered that because it'd be good because it's going to be hot. Now, I also wanted to think about my leg wear. So I had these cute, like, knee-highs, little rose details on top from Alice and the Pirates. I also had some kind of chunky fishnets that I could wear. Sorry about that. Oops. Yeah, those were an option. I thought those would work. I also considered, like, my favorite pair of lace tights. They have these large rose prints on them too. I thought that'd be great. And then I also have these beautiful tights. I think they're so cute. They're kind of like the tattoo style tights. I really like them, so I considered that as well. And the best part is, out of 3 of those, you don't really have to shave your legs, so, stuff to think about. Then I wanted to kind of accessorize more with more, like, fashion elements. So I thought about this, like, waist cincher that has all these details on the bottom, because it creates a lot of movement, but it also keep my silhouette kind of compact because it's a sold out show. The alternative to that was this beautiful piece. This is like one of my favorite pieces. Yeah, yes. So I thought about that, but I have worn this in the past to a Moi dix Mois show. Now I like that the back is all sheer, but I like the silhouette. It is compact and it's good for hot weather. So ultimately this is what I ended up picking. I had my hair put up because it's very hot. I wanted to take it down after I got to the venue and cool it down. Not a lot of makeup on my mouth because I was probably going to mask since it's crowded. I thought it was pretty sheer on the sides. I like that the details match throughout the outfit. And yeah, like, I thought it was quite good. I have a sheer undershirt on, so even though it looks sheer in the back, I am covered. And I was pretty happy with it. Like, even my butt looked quite cute, right? And I haven't been working out, so yeah. Overall, it was a good enough look. So let's go. We made it in Osaka. It was very hot and crowded. By the time I got to the venue, it was about 5 minutes after they were supposed to let people in to the venue, but they definitely started 15 to 20 minutes before because a lot of people were moving. So this is my first time at Bangbu. I don't really know this venue very well. I know the area, but I don't know that venue. So I got there and I was trying to figure out where people were lined up because usually you line up in order of your Seiri Kenbango, the number on your number ticket. So I looked at a woman who was waiting in line. She was like at the front of the line, and I said, "Oh, sumimasen, Seiri Kenbango wa nan desu ka?" And she started saying something in English that like it didn't make sense, and I don't think she spoke English, and it was not necessary. And then I just had to stop her and be like, "Hey, watashi no bango wa da 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 desu. Like, this is my number." And she's like, "Oh, I'm number blah blah blah." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, thanks for using Japanese. Now I understand." Yeah, they definitely took like the first 100 people, so I was like, crap, I really need to line up. So at least I knew where to line up at that point. So if you go to these events and there is going to be a big line and you don't know what to do, you can use your ticket and show the person what number you are on the ticket and they might point you the right way. So it's okay if you don't know the Japanese for it, but you should line up. Like, you're not going to be skipping ahead of people. You need to like line up in order and wait for the staff to let you in. Now, it is better to just ask the staff working the event directly, but the guy with the megaphone left right when I walked up to him. He went downstairs to do something, so like, crap, I need to ask someone who's waiting. So yeah, that's why I asked the next person in line to figure out what number. Now, some people were kind of just like loitering around because I don't think they know the system. Maybe it was their first time at a Japanese concert. That's okay. Just have your ticket on hand. It's gonna be fine. Once I entered the venue, I went straight downstairs. I got a bottle of water, put it in my crossbody bag because I wanted my hands free. I knew it was going to be hot. I went down further into the venue and I got a spot. There were already about 3 to 4 rows of people lined up because we have numbered tickets. So those 100 people ahead of me were there. That's something you can't like push your way to the front of these types of shows. You're just gonna have to chill out and kind of stand in the back and stand to the side. Now, a lot of people want to go stand on the right side because that's where Mana is going to be performing, but these musicians will move throughout the show, so anywhere you stand is going to be fine. The venue is super, super packed. There are a lot of beautiful outfits, and some people cosplay too. Like, it's really cool, but I did worry for them because wearing a petticoat is just so hot. Wearing it in a sold out show is so hot, so I did worry a lot for some of the people. Yeah, I am very happy with the outfit that I picked, and I am very happy that I had my hands free, and I am very happy that I chose water to drink because that helped a lot. Now, once the show started, I thought they might use these visual displays because they have like these screens on the left and right side of us. They didn't use them, they just turned them off during the performance. So I guess I'm a little bit spoiled sometimes with when overseas acts come. They have great visuals. But for this, it's just kind of enjoying the performance. And the performance was good. So the opener was ZIZ, and you're probably wondering why I'm not saying ZIZ. So in Japanese, the ZI can also be a J sound instead of a Z sound. And that's how they refer to themselves, as Jizu, so Jizu it is. And they were great, because I love Koji a lot, so it was a great show. I've seen them before. I like their music. and all the performers were great, and I had a great time. So, yeah, I like it. I like Koji a lot. I like all of his projects. After that, it was Moi dix Mois' time to shine, and it was great. I know it was gonna be great. It's always great. It's like going to goth church. It's always so damn good. And they had like a masquerade theme to it. So everyone came out with like masks, and it was more of a red theme. Of course, Mana is, you know, blue and black, but I am very much like a red and black theme girl. So loved it. I loved it. And it was so cute because like Mana threw like flowers into the audience, and I didn't get a flower, which kind of made me sad, but that's life. I got to watch it. I saw it with my eyes. And he also threw confetti. Like they had like these really cute little, I guess like wine glasses full of confetti, and they threw out blue and they threw out red, and I loved it. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, I got some. So I caught a whole bunch of it, and people were like really excited about it and like picking it off the ground. So when they threw out more, and I got like a huge handful of it, I ended up just like giving it to some people around me. I'm like, here, you take it. Now, I thought they were gonna like take a piece and pass it back, but I think they just took the whole bunch of it. What are you gonna do with all of that? You guys know you can just share. It's okay. It's confetti. You guys can share. The show was still great. I really love seeing Seth. He takes on like a different persona when he is a vocalist for Moi dix Mois. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I like all the members. Everyone was great. I like the performance. Encore had Közi come out in like a full red suit, very like, you know, Malice Mizer-esque. Cool. It was really great. He did end up like spilling some highball on it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who made the costume. It was really nice. So the show was great. Mana ended up like writing some letters in a sketch pad and like throwing the paper out, but it didn't really go very far. So I think if he wants to do that again, he should just kind of fold it into a paper plane with like a safe corners and throw it. It's gonna go a lot farther. So he did a few memos, he threw the sketch pad, he threw the pen too, and people really wanted that. And people were very, very pushy, which is kind of weird. Like, as I said, because these are number tickets, you can't really push your way to the front. So it was strange to see people like shoving and even trying to get ahead of me. I'm like, why? Are you just gonna go shove yourself to the front and like stare at people? Like, you can't touch these performers. Specifically, Moi dix Mois, I have never seen them be really cool or comfortable with being touched at any type of Japanese show. That's not normal for that band. So I wouldn't anticipate it. I really wouldn't push for that. Literally, I wouldn't push for that, and I wouldn't try it. To sing some songs together, they put on some melodies, and I really liked it. It was really nice. There is more that I could say that happened at the show, but people involved don't want to be discussed about it, so I'm going to leave that alone. I respect that. And afterwards, I did go check out the flower displays. They were really cute. So Mana got some, Moi dix Mois got some, Mana got some, and Koji got some. So you can see there's like Pikmin in it, and I thought it was so cute. I really liked it. So the red one is obviously like Koji, and then the blue one is Mana. Now Mana's Pikmin was super, super, super cute because it had fake eyelashes, and it had like the Oshikatsu, like the fan club. Like, and this isn't specifically for this band, it's just people who are fans of like any type of social thing. Like, it could be a band, it could be an anime character, it could be like a sports team. Sometimes they do like these handmade like little jewelry sets. You can see around the neck it says Mana, and I thought that was so cute. And yeah, those are little eyelashes around the sides. I thought it was so adorable. Yeah, I loved it. So after that, I went to a friend's place because I had an event the next day. So, and she lives closer to where I was going to be going, so she let me stay at her place. Thank you so much. And if you're curious about the Nipponbashi cosplay event, I will post my experience about that soon. But I really wouldn't hold my breath because I'm kind of lazy. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Like, comment, share, blah, 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 blah.